Here's a view coming out of Neels Gap this morning. I guess it's not going to be peaches and cream oatmeal every morning. It's the view coming out of Whitley Gap Shelter. Just a quick shot of the office today. Boy, good times are being had. So I'm sitting up here for lunch at Blue Mountain Shelter. Be a pretty cool spot to stay, but I'm just staying for lunch. The view from that shelter, pretty cool. Sweet fire rain. So just wanted to give an update after coming out of Neels Gap. So Neels Gap was fun to stay, although I made a rookie mistake and did not get my earplugs out to stay in there in the bunk room. So it was a symphony of snorers, which is a lot of fun. Didn't get much sleep that night, and the next morning it rained all morning, so I think I took a couple pictures of that. I didn't film very much. That was pretty much the toughest day so far. It was really cold, really rainy, really wet, really kicked my butt. I was shooting for like 11.5 miles that day, and ended up bailing out at, I think it was Whitley Shelter, which was 1.5 miles off trail extra, so which ended up being like 3 miles extra on hiking. But I really needed to get off and get dry. It was pretty wet. So I ended up just doing like half a day there. Got there about 1 and just tried to get dry, and stayed the next morning and did kind of a Nero. Stayed till noon and had to dry out all my clothes. Should have just took a 0 day in Neels Gap and gone into Blairsville and just chilled out, but didn't do it. So next day was just a short day. Hiked to the next shelter. I forget which one it was. I'll note that later. And everybody who had done a 0 day made it to the place I was trying to get to the day before. So that place was pretty crowded. So today I'm trying to make up time. I got about 2.5 days worth of food, so my pack's pretty light right now. I'm trying to shoot for a 15-mile day. Probably just end up being like 13.5. So there's supposed to be a pretty cool campsite before the next shelter. So I'm either going to Train Mountain or a stealth camp before. So that's, and then in a couple days I'll be in Hiawassee for a 0 day and just chill out for Easter. So that's it for now. So just another quick update. So coming out of Low Key Gap yesterday, that was a lot of fun. I did about 10 miles, got to Unicola Gap, and when I got there, the Hiawassee shuttle showed up, so I just cut that day short. Instead of doing the 13-16, went down in the Hiawassee, stayed at the Holiday Inn Express, got all cleaned up and a good night's sleep in a bed, which was nice, and had some town food or whatever, and then took the shuttle back up. And tonight I'm staying at Around the Bend Hostel. Gonna stay in the bunkhouse, and here they actually provide earplugs, so that's gonna be good. It's a really cool spot. I'm gonna take some pictures of it here. Yeah, so the plan tomorrow, they offer a service to shuttle back to Unicola, and I'm gonna do, I think it's 16 or 17 mile slack pack back to here, grab my pack and go camp. They're full tomorrow, so I can't stay again. So yeah, that's the plan. So that'll be fun. Slack packing is just carrying, you know, small bag with snacks and not carrying the full load. So we'll see how that goes. And so this is at mile 69 in Georgia, and at mile 78 we cross Tennessee into North Carolina. So I'm looking forward to finally getting out of Georgia. And tried to do it in a week, but that windstorm got me off schedule a little bit. So, but still going great, still having a lot of fun, still feel really good. I got next resupply is 40 miles out of here, so and we'll, you know, I have 4 days worth of food and packs back at 30 pounds, so not too bad. Be a big haul, and I guess there's hopefully see a bear in that area, so supposed to have bear problems or bear issues in the camp, so we'll see how it goes. Should be a lot of fun. So I'll take some pictures of this place, and I'm wearing London clothes right now, getting my laundry done. Pretty cool. Later. This is a common area for the bunkhouse. Pretty nice. A view from around the bend hostel. Taking a 0 day here. Pretty cool. It's the view heading up Trey Mountain this morning. We're heading up there. It's the view coming out of Trey Gap on the way up to the top. That was Trail Magic with Camel down there. Perfect day. View a little higher up Trey Mountain. I believe this is the other side of the mountain. Rhododendron, mountain laurel tunnels. This mountain's pretty fun. It's nice to be up here without my full pack.